Welcome to today. Let's tune in to the frequencies of Suzanne. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Boom. Okay, I hope you are good. Full of the love sauce, right? Yes. We love the love sauce here. So let's tap into the energies for today. The messages, come what may. We are open to receive for our greatest and our highest information to support, help, guide, aid, empower, confirm. All of that jazz. Okay. What is coming up for us? A split and a split and a split. Okay, we do it. A shovey and a shovey. Okay. And two. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A 14. Love never ends. Mm-hmm. And another one. Words. Ooh, interesting. We got a 14 and we got a 5. And I immediately went to 5 and 5, right? You also notice something here. This masculine and this shell. Do you see what I see? This connection. I want to say something about your action, breathing into your masculine energy. The sea. I don't know. Let's see what comes up for us. What is even happening there? Let's see. Okay, Acharians. Liberation. Liberation. This is a releasing of doubts and fears, limiting beliefs, things that hold you back, right? Liberating yourself from anything that holds you back from being the star that you are, right? That's what this one's about. So, tied in with words and love never ends. This liberation, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Speaking love into being. 2 5s. And then we got the 5-pointed star. I don't know, is that 3 5s? 5s speak about change. What do we got here? Oh, wow. 2 powerhouses. Wunjo and Ingwas. Okay. sturdy, grounded, conserving, royal, courageous, powerhouse, ground, and playful, joyful, light. Air, sky, air, sky. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it says in here. Ingwas. Creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, and energetic bursts. Still, but with slowly building intensity, the full-maned lion sits poised for action. He holds within himself the potential for an explosive release of energy. He is the leader and father of his pride. He is if called to, he will make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the survival of the next generation. Ingwaz is a rune of growth, the spark of life, and the germinating seed. It has enormous creative potential and is the fertile male representation in balance with Berkano's female. Mims is stalking out there. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. And we've got 2 4s that are sticking out to me. So it's like 5 5, 4 4. I feel in a little bit of a countdown, but also this doubling. So I don't know what that's about. Okay. And Khunjo. How do you spell? I want to know. Okay. Joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, and prosperity. The hummingbird is joyful as he dances in between the flowers. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. Okay, I feel like that is an important part of the read. Let's read it again. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. Okay. Wunjo energy. He dances his dance, surrounded by the jewel-like flashes of his friends and family. Wunjo, with its ecstatic energy, is a most welcome rune in a reading. It has a certain bittersweetness as the final rune of the first et, bringing the whisper of change or a shift, like the first rays of a sunset after a perfect day. When this delightful rune pops up, you can expect joy, fellowship, and harmony. A symbol of well-being, it brings love, prosperity, and fulfillment. Okay. And Ingwaz also spoke about harmony. So we got double harmony, and spirit is in the house. And the spirit is in the house. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Protect your peace. Okay. Protecting your peace is what I get from that combination, right? What do you get? Okay. Because we've got this emotional regularity card, right? And then look at this moon. So this is like your connection to your intuition, to your inner realms, to your spirit, right? Here. And this balance, they're facing each other. There's that doubleness. Also, both very much connected, grounded, centered, right? We've got the staff representing that connection with the earth and the sky, which is another lion and what are they called? hummingbird, right? And this protection, it's also your truth, your boundary, your bouncer, the one who assesses who comes in and who doesn't, right? But you see this, and this portal here is your access to you. This is why the sentinel stands in front of it. This is what you create through your emotional regularity and your connection, right? What was it about resting and rejuvenating, or something about your stores of your energy? Come on. Come on, memory. It's time to build up your energy stores. Okay. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed, and you want to be ready to rock. Okay. Wow. Okay. Protecting your momentum. Yeah, the lion does not chase after the small game. It doesn't extend its energy upon things that are little. The things that are little. Okay, we're getting groups of 3. Oh my goodness, 2 groups of 3. 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 groups of 3. See what I mean? 5, 4, 3. We got a countdown going on. Okay, what do we got here? Whoa. 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 Okay. These 3 freaking powerhouses. Okay. We've got your transformation. Okay, the death of the old, the birth of the new. Look at this. We've got the high priestess and the justice. Okay, this is 3 major arcanas. Boom, bada bing. Okay, and we're talking about your connection to your intuition. Look at this. This is a whole different way of being. This new, the latest death and rebirth, right? Look at the moon on either side, different phases, different stages. We've got the mirroring again. So before we had the mirroring forward, and then we had the mirroring backwards. Weird stuff's going on, okay? And then this balancing, the justice, the rewriting of the scales in your favor, the comeuppance, right? If you have experienced in your life an imbalance, an injustices, then it is time for things to adjust accordingly. Something else is happening here. I'm looking at the Roman numerals here, and we've got the 13, we've got the 11, and we've got the 2, which is 2 13s. Okay. It's 2 13s. So this is really speaking about, this is the death of the old and the birth of the new, right? This transformation, because energy is immortal. It just changes. So this is the change, right? It's now this intuitive, unknown, settling into your magical powers, right? And this balancing. Okay. So I feel like something like that. Okay. Crazy for feeling so crazy. Words and love never dies. Okay. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. This is the liberation. Okay, this freeing self from limitations, right? This is the worthiness card. The 5 of Pentacles, this is like lack mentality, right? Which is interesting. And guarding a restructuring. Yes. So, okay, this is that flipping, right? Because we've got the scales. I stuck the justice right in the center here and the protection. And we're grounding in this old, this is like the transformation of lack into abundance, really, right? I'm not deserving to, I am deserving. That's a huge transformation that takes all of the things to get there, right? To maintain. This is the rewiring. It takes some time to rewire the brain. Okay, we've got the boundaries, okay, to keep yourself out of the brain and into celebration. Something about overguardedness as a overcompensation for the past. This transformation, it's time to let those walls go, let those defenses go. We talked a little bit about the landmines in the fields around, right? And how we can blow up innocent frolickers, which is why part of this work is so that we don't blow up innocent frolickers, right? This celebration, look at the energy of these 2 cards, right? This isolation, this aloneness, this separation from the intuition, this wall of swords, right? And then this one here in celebration. Look at the color difference, right? This is a huge transformation. One needed to be maintained and protected. It's been coming up a lot, but this makes sense, right? You work hard to maintain your peace, and it doesn't take much. I mean, I've been playing around with the algorithms, and it doesn't take much. Like, I watched, my son was telling me about this new version of this game. It's like a part 3 or whatever. It's coming out. And so I wanted to check it out. So I watched 2 trailers of it. Okay. And now my feed has many, many, many options for more of that. So it doesn't take much to pull in other influences. So be mindful, right? This also came up with the consumption, mindful consumption. All the things, people, places, and things that you are allowing access, allowing to infiltrate. I think of a pool of water or a cup of water, right? And you add a flavor into it, and it affects the entire body of water that you have allowed it into. I just got this, I really like elderberry flower syrup, okay? And I put some in water, and it's delicious, but it's like a hint of the flavor in water because I'm trying to like, I need to drink water more, so this is helping me. But it doesn't take much, and the whole thing has that flavor, right? So just be mindful of what you are mixing with your water. Okay, something like that. Okay, anybody else want to come out here? That one. Is that it? And that one. Is that it? Okay. We've got moving forward and following the signs and synchronicities, okay? So trust your nudges, your inspirations, your inner knowing to move, to guide you, to move you forward, okay? This is part of your connection as a result of your transformation. Transformation wants to go central here. Okay. Because this liberation is part of your transformation, right? And your protection of it as you move from one who doesn't know their worth into one who does, right? I've been getting a lot of like, recognize, well, yesterday was self-acceptance, right? Can you accept yourself as all that in a bag of chips? Can you acknowledge yourself as a big deal? I came across a reading after yesterday's reading from another intuitive reader, and they were like, you know, it's time to acknowledge, claim, own that you're a big deal. That you're a big deal. Okay. And I don't know if you have anybody tell you or express to you your big dealness and you witness yourself detaching, shutting down, not knowing how to respond, all of these sort of things, then that is an area for you to engage with, right? Why can I not accept someone else's perspective of my awesomeness as, right? And it's weird because we're moving away from external validation, but there's a time and a place, right? Loved ones, people you care about and trust, sharing their perspective of you and what you have to offer and all that. And something about that. Okay, I got too caught up in the decorations. So something about distractions. Okay, this is the same with the maintaining this your regularity, your connection. Okay, I'm going to see what the fairies want to say. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, we got 3. They're coming out in batches of 3. That's 3 threes, isn't it? Okay. We've got a 29, which is Om the poet. Om the poet. When Om turns up in a reading, his presence suggests that youthful spirits and energy abound. This is a time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have the time or energy. It may even be the time to write about them, but you probably need to do them first. Om often shows up in readings for people who have a talent and inclination for writing, poetry, adventure, fantasy, or anything else. Possibly the only thing he ever gets very serious about is his writing, and he will spend all the time he needs searching for just the right word. Words, right? Word is the word of the day. Okay, speaking and writing with conviction and sincerity and the ability to persuade others are indicated by Om's presence, along with an outpouring of ideas. You may also find yourself thinking about romance and deciding that you want more of it in your life. Om is hitting all the words of the day. This doesn't necessarily mean looking for someone new. It might well involve putting some romantic fizz into a relationship that has become overly routine. Okay, we all can use some healthy fizz in our life. Okay. And then we've got, we're heading into the crazy zone here. The gaucha. Ooh. Gaucha's creeping me out. Okay, gaucha. What you gouch? Sudden shock, unexpected events, and rude awakenings. Oh no. Oh no. Gaucha, in a reading, speaks to us of sudden, often violent breakdowns of existing structures, habits, patterns, and or attitudes. This is feeling like a tower. When we become too tightly confined by our own self-imposed limitations, what? The fairies are on today. Including the desire for comfort and security, Gaucha kindly breaks the structure restraining us, whether we think we want him to or not. On a soul level, we know this to be necessary, but in our everyday thoughts, we usually get upset about it. However, breakdown can lead to breakthrough. This is liberation. There it is. Boom. And we often haven't a clue what to do with it. This is usually the beginning of a period of confusion, even disorientation, while we search for a way forward. Although we may think we are simply searching for a way back to what we had before. Recommendation: do not try to pick up the pieces and put them back like they were. Consider instead what you would like to build in that part of your life. And this time, remember to leave room for growth. Beautiful. I love that. Because this is what we've come to know with the towers, right? It's an opportunity to rebuild bigger, better. It's that opportunity to put that, breakfast nook on the east side so you get the rising sun, right? To add all of the things and do all of the things differently that you learned about the first time, right? There's always that, oh, if I just would have, I do that with recipes all the time, right? I'm eating it and I'm thinking like, what could I do differently next time to tweak it and make it just that little bit more better? That little bit more better, okay? Okay. And got the fawn, which is a 35. Understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, and natural magic. Gorgeous. Natural magic is happening. Okay? Boom, confirmation. When things flow almost effortlessly, that is a sign that natural magic is at work. Enjoy it. A very important part of natural magic is simply allowing the energy to flow through us. This means both giving and receiving freely. Let the energy flow. Don't push it. Don't try to control it. Just dance with it. Trust it. And remember to keep returning to the source for inspiration and to keep your heart filled with light. Okay? Beautiful. That brings us to your protection and maintenance, right? Of your connection. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, I'm putting her back. The scales in the center. Okay, because it is about the balancing as well as the rebalancing. That's it. That was it. Gorgeous. Okay, yes, this is the tapping into the natural magic, following your internal nudges and moving forward. Cutting through doubts, fears, limitations, right? To liberate the self. Beautiful. Okay, who else wants to come out? Who else wants to come out? I feel like we still need some. Oh, yeah. So when I was doing transcribed notes and we visited the whole Venus and Jupiter looking like they're kissing in the sky right now or yesterday. Jupiter is considered the king of the gods, okay? And Venus is the goddess of love, okay? So those two, that is your divine union of the great masculine and feminine, right? Of the sky. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. We got Aries. Somebody flip? No. Fire. Act. And I'm getting magician vibes with the one there. Okay, Aries, act. Boom. Aries asks you to remember your personal fire, your reasons for being alive. It pumps up the volume on your life force. Its energy is raw, exhilarated, direct, rude, passionate, and looking for a challenge. Use your wisdom to focus this raw power and give it a goal. Aries is the cardinal fire sign whose fresh, brash enthusiasm is symbolized by a headstrong ram. It rules the head and imbues initiation, new beginning, spontaneity, rebellion, and rebirth. Beautiful. The gift. Aries marks the beginning of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. After a long, dark winter, the dead landscape comes alive. Plants that were shorn of leaves or dormant now breathe new life. This is a brave miracle, and it can be your miracle. Feel the flowing inner life force. Trust this divine direction and summon the courage to begin. Okay, beautiful. And the courage, right? With the lion here. This is the expenditure of energy and the joyful lightness of heart. Wow, beautiful. It's so beautiful, I say. Okay, what about one of these guys? Because I picked up the book on accident. Is it on accident or by accident? Loop, whoopity whoopity. Okay, where is it now? What do we got here? The garden. Beautiful. And there's 2 bugs. 2. Oh, and the 1. Interesting. Oh, we did get a 2 with the High Priestess. 2, 2. Okay, anyways. The garden. Years later, I would walk through this garden by myself, taking a quiet moment away from our friends and family inside to admire the beauty of the greenery, the dark, billowing storm clouds, and my new shoes on stepping stones that I had walked so many times before. The garden is a sign to revisit a familiar place and try seeing it with new eyes. Okay. Well, that'll be you, right? You're the familiar place you want to revisit and see how much you have transformed. And the areas that, you notice you haven't, now they are more aware. Now you are more aware. You can make the necessary changes, right? Because knowing is half the battle. It really is. To know him is to love him. Just to see him smile makes my life worthwhile. Okay. Okay. What happened? Okay, we'll take this one. Shift your perspective. Wow, instant confirmation of that. You've got this. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you've already transformed, right? Just remove those last lingering doubts that keep rearing their head. It feels like that gopher game where it pops out of the hole and you gotta bang it on the head when it comes up. Like, get back down there. If it feels like that for you, I feel ya. I feel ya. Okay, be present. Yes, this is part of your connecting in protecting your connecting. Okay, your heart knows, trusted to move you, to guide you, to bring you, to hold you, to ignite you. This is what you discovered when you chose to go within and tend your inner flame. You realized that it is your heart that drives the engine, right? And so you became more mindful of the fuel that you put into the engine. Yes, something like that. Okay. Take bold action. This is in line with this Aries here. It's also Emperor, right? The Emperor is an Aries. And sacrifices for the good of all, action, right? Taking action, big boss vibes. You are the ruler of your empire. So start acting like it, right? Step up. Okay. Burn it to release it. We're still always releasing, right? You consume something and you release what has no, which does nothing for you, right? And so continue to do this. Yes. Clean your space. Okay. Get rid of excess. Think of it as creating space for new and gorgeous things. Okay. It's worth waiting for. Whatever it is that you're waiting for, trust it. Trust yourself. Trust your team. Trust your heart, your inner knowing. Trust your process of revealing, right? Who you are in your star, right? Yes, you are. You're a star worth waiting for. Okay, let's get a couple chimes. Oh, maybe I'll do it this way. Just like that. Okay. Something flipped the fawn right over, and it is the twin flame butterfly. I forget what the fawn was telling us. Oh, natural magic. Okay, let's trust the natural magic. This is that effortless flow, right? And allowing, receiving. And you don't need to chase after the things. The things will drop abruptly upon you. And you'll be like, what? It's crazy. But also, I had a feeling, okay? Because you are the high priestess. Energy, okay? You're tapped into your lion, your witch, and your wardrobe. That's what I was gonna say. But maybe, right? Your lion, your witch, and your wardrobe. You're the what you present yourself as. Ooh, your courage, your intuition, and your physical. Your wardrobe is like your vessel. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Yes, we've got your inner child, inner mentor, inner wise one. This trifecta is part of your natural magic, right? Yes. Oh, yeah. I guess you want to see. Come see. There is this reading here. Okay, so we've got Soul Tribe coming in. Okay, yes, the more you celebrate, the more you will have to celebrate about and people to celebrate with. Okay, gorgeous. And look at this sunny sun, smiley sun. He's so bright, he needs shades. Okay. Oh, made with a smile, beautiful. Okay, this is bringing me to this joyful, right? That sentence that we repeated twice that I forget. Something about how you engage joyfully and effortlessly in this world, tapping into your natural magic is part of your transformation, right? Your movement forward. Something like that. Okay. And then we've got a little pile over here. Okay, so this here is making me think of this expenditure of energy that's coming up. So rest, rejuvenate, strength train, do what you got to do, reserve your energy because you might need to chase a train later, or you might get chased by a train. I don't know what's going on. Something's coming on the train that you're going to want to roll around and play with. Yeah, because we got gifts here coming in slow. and the self-care spider. So yes, again, right, maintaining your energy stores, because gifts are coming in slow and steady, particularly, no, precisely, maybe one of those things. It's coming for you. Okay, let's look at this card. Right? She's calling using her words. Look at the size of the moon, the intuition, and this flow, right? The currents of the water. And then look at this. Look at that. Look at the top of his head. Look at it. Look at it. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So that is that. Hopefully, there was something for you in there that you can drop into your water and make it tasty enough so that you actually drink it. Okay. Love and appreciate you, and hope to see you all in another one on another day. Okay. Bye for now.